Rush Duels are a format of Yu-Gi-Oh! That Konami insists may only be playable in Duel Links. But with Duel Links' 7th anniversary just around the corner, Konami has announced the upcoming The Strongest Ace Breaker structure deck, featuring an ace monster from the Dead Switch game with no updates, Ultimate Flag Mech Ace Breaker. A neat little light machine sword Gundam Flag Mecha Evangelion robot thing. But will it break the current meta, or will we once again be plagued by a non-ending barrage of boss monsters that are specifically named Dragius? Well, that's what me and my friend Seth set out to find out, by pitting the full-powered Mech Ace Breaker against some of the more modern Rush Duel decks, like Blue Eyes, Celeb Magicians, and Harpies. And oh boy, it does not get much more modern than Harpies. Hello everybody, my name is King K, and today we're playing Rush Duels. And here we are at good old Yugioh Omega, the poor man's Duel Links that has more Rush Duel cards than Duel Links itself. Because that's how that works. I'm 99.999% sure that we aren't going to be getting all of these cards in the structure deck, especially since this is 40 cards, but this is full-powered Mech Ace Breaker. So I added a bunch of stuff that is probably not going to be there. But this deck did change over time a bit. I originally added a bunch of Cyber and Dragon cards in here, including a bunch of fusions, a bunch of Cyber Dragons, and it turned out that they kind of clogged up the deck a little bit, so I just got rid of them. And now I think this deck works much better. I'll show you some examples of this deck in action with Cyber Dragons in them, and you can see exactly how clunky they are, but this is basically the final version that I ended with. So, here are the cards in the deck. First of all, I have 2 copies of Ultimate Flag Mech Tough Striker. This is basically here, well, just as a 2500 vanilla beat stick. That's literally its only reason here. It does interact with Gold Rush a bit later, so I will get into that. Now we have 3 copies of Ultimate Flag Beast Avian Wolf, because 1500 vanilla beat stick equal good, apparently, according to Duel Links. According to Duel Links pile decks. And then we have 3 copies of Worker Warrior New Recruit. I am pretty sure this is not going to be in the structure deck, but it is a 1400 vanilla attack monster and it's light machine. This deck really wants a bunch of light machines, so this is why this is here. And finally, onto the boss monster. 3 copies of Ultimate Flag Mech Ace Breaker. Requirement: send 2 cards from your hand to the graveyard. Effect: destroy 1 face-up monster on your opponent's field. This is quite good. Well, at least on paper. It can destroy any face-up monster in your field, including the big giant ones that are normally protected by stuff. Like, eventually we'll get cards that are like level 9 or higher. Level 9 or higher monsters are usually a bit harder to destroy. This one is just a generic pop 1. The problem is that this card requires 2 tributes to tribute summon, and requires you to send 2 monsters from your hand to the graveyard, so that's a lot of cards for 1 pop. There are ways of getting around this, which we will get to later, but this isn't the easiest card to use. Next, Ultimate Flag Mech Gold Rush. Another card part of this archetype. I'm not sure if Konami will include this in the structure deck. I really hope they do, because dang it, this card looks ridiculously cool. Look at it. Some kind of golden Gundam gun sword feet blade thing. Its effect: send 1 machine type effect monster from your hand to the graveyard. Effect: add 1 machine normal monster from your graveyard to your hand. Then, if your opponent has 3 attack position monsters on their field, you can special summon 1 normal monster from your hand face up to your field. Now, if there was a card that you might want to cut, unfortunately it is this one. I really like the design of this card. It's a basic. Look at it. It's a gold Gundam foot thing. But its effect might be a little too situational. First of all, it requires, well, regular tributes for a normal summon, and requires you to send 1 machine type effect monster from your hand to the graveyard. Then you can add a machine type normal, which, if you notice, we have a bunch of normals. Ideally, you want to have Ultimate Flag Mech Tough Striker in your hand, because if your opponent has 3 attack position monsters, you can special summon 1 normal monster. Unfortunately, If you don't, you're probably gonna be summoning a 1500 vanilla beatstick, which basically does nothing. Plus, this card requires your opponent to have 3 attack position monsters, which sounds common on paper, but some smart players will just summon 2 monsters, maybe they set 1, or maybe they just brick. And in which case, this is basically just a 2500 vanilla beatstick that also does nothing. It does look cooler than this though. Next is the card that I really hope that is in the structure deck, because if it's not, then this archetype is pretty much kind of not work. Steel Mech Lord Mirror Innovator. Doesn't have a requirement. Its effect, choose up to 3 monsters from your graveyard with the same type as this card. So, Machine. This card gains attack equal to the total levels of those monsters times 100 until the end of its turn. Then shuffle those monsters into the deck. If you shuffled exactly 1 monster by this effect, this card inflicts piercing battle damage. So this is the card that basically ties the entire deck together. Without this card, Ultimate Flag Breaker doesn't really have enough power. Especially if it's going up against Dragius, which will instantly kill everything. Thanks, Dragonic Residents! So first of all, let's go over this. Choose up to 3 monsters in your graveyard with the same type as this card. That's why we only have machines in this deck. Then shuffle those monsters into the deck. We usually want to shuffle in the high-level monsters. We have a bunch of high-level monsters in here. We got Gold Rush, we got Ace Breaker, we got Tough Striker. These are our level 7s. We'll get a lot of attack. If you play your cards right, this card can attack over Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. I'm not kidding. I think I did it once in one of the duels. And 1 copy of Jinzo. Jinzo almost never came up, because Seth never played any trap cards, and when he did, I did not draw Jinzo. That's how this game works. Cyber Griffin. I don't know if this card is going to be in the structure deck. I really hope it is. Send 1 card from your hand to the graveyard. Effect. 1 face-up level 5 or higher machine-type monster on your field cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects this turn. Then, if it's light attribute, draw 1 card. This deck, I most often used with Mirror Innovator. Sometimes I used it with Ace Breaker, but in my experience, Mirror Innovator is the card you want to protect a bit more, since Ace Breaker is more situational and sometimes does absolutely nothing. The next card, Ultimate Flag Beast Bolt Tricorn. Honestly, I'm not entirely sure if you should include it. It's mainly just here because it's another light machine. It has, kind of decent attack, I guess. Maybe it's tribute fodder, kind of. Sometimes its effect is usable, sometimes it doesn't do anything. It does lock out a spell trap, but at the same time, it doesn't destroy it. And you could probably use something like Hammer Crush or something to get rid of your opponent's cards, but it's alright. It's not the best thing. It's not the best thing ever, which means it's definitely going to be in the structure deck. Thank you, Konami. Next is a card that's way more useful, and I really hope is in the structure deck, otherwise, once again, this deck doesn't work. Ultimate Flag Beast Surge Bicorn. Requirement. Shuffle 3 machine-type monsters from your graveyard into the deck. This turn, this face-up card can be treated as 2 tributes for the tribute summon of a light attribute monster in attack position. More often than not, this is going to be your Ultimate Flag Mech Ace Breaker. Sometimes this pops up, sometimes it doesn't. I imagine with Duel Links, with its smaller deck size, it'll be a bit more consistent. But I do think this is a pretty good card. Ultimate Flag Beast Aim Eagle. Requirement. If your opponent has a face-up level 7 or higher monster in the field, send 2 face-up light attribute monsters from your field to the graveyard. Effect. Special summon 1 machine-type monster from your hand, face-up to your field, and gains 1000 attack until the end of the turn. I'm pretty sure this card is to be confirmed to be in the structure deck because Yugioh's skill requires you to have this in the deck. Now, this doesn't do a whole lot. It's not as fancy as you think. It's basically, you send this card and another card to the graveyard, and you could it's basically a tribute summon. It's basically a glorified tribute summon, except it's a special summon and the monster gains 1000 attack. That's basically what it is. However, I do think the skill, Yugioh's skill, will make this a bit more consistent. We'll go over the skill a bit later. Next, Cyber Serpent. I really hope this card is in the structure deck. I have a feeling that it's not because Konami. Requirement. You have a face-up light attribute machine type monster other than this card on your field. Effect. Send the top 3 cards of your deck to the graveyard. Then, if you sent 2 or more light attribute machine monsters to the graveyard by this effect, draw 1 card. Milling cards is really good in Rush Duels, because this game does not have any deck searchers, it only has graveyard searchers. It might be a bit more useful down the line once we have more cards in the card pool, but as of right now, it's not that bad. It can work with Mirror Innovator. If you're lucky enough to send 2 or more light attributes, you get to draw a card. Next, we have a card that I'm 99.99% sure is not in the structure deck, Graceful Charity. Because once Graceful Charity comes out, there is literally no reason to use any other legend spell. This card is just that good. Next, 2 copies of Iron Onslaught. Requirement, you have a face-up machine monster in your field. Effect, destroy 1 spell trap on your opponent's field. I also don't think this is going to be in the structure deck, because I don't think we have anything like it. They'd probably release like dragon support, the dragon version of this, before they release the machine version of this. Next, Ship of 7 Treasures. I'm also pretty sure this is not going to be in the structure deck, but I have it here. I'm also kind of iffy on this card. Its effect is you can send 1 monster from your hand to the graveyard. Effect, draw 1 card. Then if you send a level 7 monster to the graveyard, you can draw 1 card. So basically, if you send a level 7 monster, it's a Pot of Greed. I'm not sure how useful this is. I only have 1 copy of it. It didn't come up very often. And when it did, it kinda helped. Yeah, it's alright. If you want to cut something, this is probably the card. Now, is another card that I really hope is in the structure deck. I'm pretty sure it's not, though, because this is part of the Sinister CEO archetype, of which I'm pretty sure is not coming out in Duel Links anytime soon. This card is pretty good. It doesn't interact with attack. Instead, requirement, when your opponent declares an attack, targeting your face-up machine monster, pay 600 light points. Effect, change 1 attack position monster in your opponent's field to face-up defense position. You do get to choose which card gets put in defense position. So, if a Dragius attacks you, you can just put it in defense position. Or, if just some scrub monsters attacks you and your opponent happens to also have Dragius, you could put Dragius in defense position, and the Dragius is completely useless now. Unfortunately, I don't think this is going to be in the structure. I really want it to, though. So we'll see. Next is another card that I'm pretty sure is not going to be in here. You just replace the legend cards with whatever is in Duel Links. Compulsionary Evacuation Device. I'm pretty sure everyone knows what this card does. It's a little bit different in Rush Duels, though. Requirement, when a player normal or special summons a monster, or after your opponent activates a spell card. Effect, return 1 monster from the field to your owner's hand. So you can't exactly just activate this whenever you want anymore. You do have to react to something your opponent's doing. Like, I don't think, in Duel Links at least, I don't think you can activate cards in response to your opponent attempting to go into the battle phase. So you do kind of have to play a little bit of mind games with this card. However, one thing that I have found, at least in modern Rush Duels, is that battle traps, just like in the regular game, battle traps aren't as useful because there's a million bajillion ways of getting rid of your spell traps, and some cards just outright say you cannot activate spell traps in the battle phase. So that is basically the deck. Completely ignore this extra deck in the side deck. That is just not relevant in this situation. But let's talk about the skill. I don't know what this skill is going to be called, but for now, I'll just call it Yugioh skill. This skill can be used if the only monsters with 1400 or more attack in your deck are machine or spellcaster. Requirement, can be activated turn 2 onward. Effect, reveal 1 machine monster with 2500 attack or more in your hand and return 1 other card from your hand or field to the deck and add 1 ultimate flag beast aim eagle from your deck to hand. That's the little green bird thing here. At first glance, the skill doesn't seem that useful. However, you can return one of your higher level monsters or one of your spell traps to get this. So essentially, it kinda unbricks your hand. You do need to have Ultimate Flag Mech Acebreaker in your hand first, but it does unbrick it a little bit. Now, if it's more useful than the Hammer Crush skill, I don't know, because we didn't play with skills. But that's it with the deck list. Let's get on with the duels.
Really? We doing that again? Again?
Maybe.
What's your problem?
Dang it.
Alright. I don't actually know what I want.
Most decks want to go second, except for maybe Yami Ruler. Okay. Okay, I'll do this, and... I'll do this. Does this do anything? No, I should probably hold on to that. I'll just face these three down, and then I'll end my turn. And let's see what happens there. I have no spell traps! Okay. Ah! Okay.
I know what I'm doing.
Actually, I think I should get rid of this card too, because it doesn't really do anything. This card doesn't work with this card. So I should probably just replace it. Because like, I'll explain it later, but I think I should probably replace this card. Because it doesn't really do anything.
No, let's just go for Battle Phase.
Okay.
Let's see what happens.
Ha! It does nothing!
Well, that's just lame.
Okay, that's the card which I said that I should probably replace, because like, it's called Curry Bot, but it's not a machine, and this deck really wants mono machines. In that case, I will summon Ultimate Flag Beast Bolt Tricorn.
Go, go, go.
Advanced Shokan! Steel Mech Lord Mirror Intervent. I'm pretty sure this card is not gonna be in the structure deck, but I want it. I want it to be, because I don't think this deck works without it. Okay, let's see. What do I want to send? I'll send this thing.
The art is cool. It reminds me of Utopia.
It is quite cool. Some of the, a lot of the cards in this archetype are like really cool looking. Okay, let's see here. $3,400. Let's go. And I'll throw down 2 face downs that'll go into battle. Perhaps I should have summoned this, but whatever. Go! Attack! The Harpy Lady 3. It is no longer Harpy Lady 6. It has been demoted to 3. I mean, I think, like, in the context of, like, early Duel Links Rush Duel meta, as of right now, if they don't have Mirror Innovator and some of the, Flag Beast support cards, I don't think this does anything against, Dragius.
I can just stop you from doing anything.
Say it.
I like that. Okay. Alright, well, let's try this. It does something.
I actually haven't looked at the Harpy Lady cards very much. Or I haven't looked at the Maximum Monster, so I have no idea what it does. I'm trying to make this deck work with Cyber Dragons. I don't know if it does, because like, I've looked at a lot of the deck lists online with like how few they are because no one ever plays Rush Duels. But most people don't run Cyber Dragon stuff in here, but I just kind of wanted to. For, you know, the clickbait. But I actually think this deck is not supposed to be played with it. With Cyber Dragons. Attack like a normal person.
Yeah, I'll attack like
I activate Battle Devotion!
No. Why?
Because I can!
I don't appreciate this.
Oh, okay, okay. I got a thing now.
Oh, no.
Let's see here. Let's see here.
Oh no.
How do I do this though? Cause okay.
You don't.
If you have this, okay. First of all, I think I'll activate the effect of Cyber Griffin to send Cyber Serpent to the graveyard and select Mirror Innovator. Okay, I mean, I can do this, but I don't think it's a good idea.
Why you do?
So I think I'll just go with the safe play for now. First of all, I'll normal summon Proto Cyber Dragon and advance Shokan.
Why?
Fusion! Okay, let's see here. Cyber Twin Dragon! And then I'll return this Cyber Dragon and that Cyber Dragon and this Cyber Dragon to my deck. And then I will normal summon Ultimate Flag Beast Avian Wolf. And let's see here. Let's see here. Should I continue my plays? I don't know if I should, but I will, because dang it, it's Rush Duels. And I'll tribute for another Cyber Dragon. I could have summoned Cyber and Dragon, but I would have to get rid of my Mirror Innovator.
And why wouldn't you do that?
Wait. Okay, Harpy Lady 3. Oh, okay, okay. Dang it! Harpy Lady 3 was that one card that actually requires you to read. Okay, what does this do?
I screwed up pretty big.
Okay, I don't have to read that card. Do I have to read this? Okay, this card I don't have to read either.
I screwed up pretty big, oh my gosh.
Okay, this is noted. Harpy Lady 3, you actually do have to read it. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, like, I don't know if Harpy Ladies can get rid of... I mean, like, Cyber End Dragon is a giant thing that pierces, but it also has no protection. Sacks monsters.
Okay, actually, I think I got this. Somehow.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
No for you.
Cyber Twin Dragon is a level 8 or lower monster. No!
And no for you.
Mirror Innovator is also a level 8 or lower monster. What a coincidence.
Alright. So far. And then what? What do I do now? What do I do now?
I don't know, you have like a bunch of... You have like one vanilla beat stick, and then 2 beat sticks that aren't vanilla.
That's interesting. Hold on.
Remember the time limit, it sometimes like times you out if you don't do anything.
Yeah.
I have no control over that.
Alright, let's just get rid of those.
Battle the motion!
Really?
Now I can summon Cyber End Dragon for piercing. Except that it didn't draw it. Okay. Let's see here. First of all, I'm going to... I mean, it can't actually attack, but I'm just gonna return these to my deck anyways, because I want them in my deck.
Yeah, probably
And I will summon the Mech Breaker. Said. I have no spell traps. Okay. None of these do anything! I just have to summon this! I just have to summon this like a normal person. Go! My 200 attack monster! Attack the Harpy lady!
No, why does that work? Why does
My
that work?
200 attack vanilla beat stick, it's now my boss monster.
Bye.
Okay. Oh no!
I can play now!
Like, these cards in my hand, they don't do anything without, like, stuff to go with them.
I can play Yu-Gi-Oh! For now.
Can has Yu-Gi-Oh?
Right, I can has. Just in case. Okay.
Okay.
Alright.
Oh, this does damage.
Oh, can I not do... Oh, right. I have to actually finish the effect. And then... Bam!
Then... Oh no!
Triangle XC.
No, not my non-existent trap cards!
200 attack point monster, you said.
No! My 200 attack vanilla beat stick!
Cyber Jar?
No! My 300 attack vanilla beat stick! Ow, my face!
Yay!
Okay, I'm definitely getting rid of this. It does nothing. Okay, first of all, I'll special summon the Cyber Dragon. Then I'll normal summon the Cyber Serpent. I'm betting everything on the Cyber Serpent.
Alright.
Oh no! Okay, yeah, I basically just did.
Yay!
Trap cards actually did do something! Just not for me! Okay, I'm getting rid of, Oh no! Okay, I got nothing. I'm getting rid of the Curry bot. It doesn't actually do anything. I thought it would...
The Curry bot is love.
I thought it would, like, help me tribute summon more, but I'm not drawing any things for it to tribute.
Harpy. And it's all the same
Ow!
Harpy lady, too.
Okay, and like, unless if I, like, go the CEO route, which, okay, I have a very strange hand here. That I have too many boss monsters. Let's see here.
There we go.
I'm not sure how well this deck will do against Celeb, because Celeb has destruction immunity. While, like, destruction is the main way this deck interacts with things. I'm not sure how good this card is, because it is a little clunky to use.
Okay, I'm just gonna set this and...
Okay, I think I have a plan, kind of. Okay. Okay, this one...
First turns in Rush Duels are always so...
weird.
Interesting.
I'm gonna turn off your trap! No, my battle demotion, I kinda wanted it. Okay, and then... I'll activate this. Okay, in that case, I'll get these two. I'll tribute these two for Ultimate Flag Mech Gold Rush! My 2500 vanilla beat stick that doesn't do anything. And I'll use this to return these three back to the deck. In order to summon a Steel Mech Flag Innervator thing that doesn't have a flag in its name. And I'll return these two back to the deck to get a lot of attack, and I'll throw it in a face down. And I'll attack this. I'll attack your small child with a giant mirror Becky thing.
That's not cool.
Then I attack your bird.
Burb!
There's this whole entire thing of which, like, I mean, like, Gold Rush is theoretically pretty good, but it is very niche. And is kind of clunky to use. It requires you to have 3 attack position monsters, and requires me to have an actual usable normal mon. No, my other battle demotion.
Imagine having that.
Imagine being able to draw.
No.
Okay.
Please.
What are the cards?
I don't know.
I don't know, it's like, my perception of power creep has been, like, really thrown off balance because I'm like, oh, it's a 2500 attack monster. Pfft, that's weak, that loses to Blue Eyes. Even though 2500 attack is the premier stat line in this game.
Okay. Like, come on.
Okay, let's see here.
Magicians of... not magicians. Mystical Elf save me.
I get rid of... Oh.
Oh.
Oh my goodness.
Oh.
Okay.
Ow. Okay. Mystical Elf did not protect me.
Okay, in that case, I will normal summon the warrior, and I'll just attack normally. Like a normal
You don't
person.
have to. You don't. It's not a requirement. She's just a child.
And this one is just a giant robot
Alright.
that kidnaps little girls and puts them in their machines, and then they have an entire archetype around them that don't like normal monsters. That's the lore of Sky Strikers, right? Konami refuses to release the manga. Konami refuses to translate the manga, so I just have to assume that that's the lore of Sky Strikers.
Alright.
I see you've activated Pot of Greed and a half. This is the part where I unironically summon a rank 7 Xyz. I don't really like the design of the flag mech cards. It's just that they're very clunky to use. They're not simple. They're unfortunately not simple like Dragius, which is Unga Bunga. I summon Big Dragon, it attacked twice.
Snow, maybe so. Alright, that's fine.
And this, okay.
Alright, let's try this.
Okay, and then that is a thing. I mean, like, you're kind of close to decking out again.
Yeah, I hate
But
when
then
that
again,
happens.
Celeb Roses, like, Celeb Magicians really like things to be in the graveyard. Ah! My cool mecha robot thing! Oh no, that's a big number. I'm kind of terrified because I saw you reveal another Dark Revelation. Dark Revelation, which is kind of format defining.
Yeah, kind of broken.
It's like, on top of being like a really good deck, Celeb Magicians are also magicians. Okay. Okay. Your face down that terrifies me.
It should.
Ow, my face! I needed it to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Ow, that guy's face, he's dead now. Okay, let's see. I can kind of work with this. Let's see. Are there any cards I need to be aware of? No, the only card that I need to be aware of is Harpy Lady. Okay, so first of all, I'll normal summon the Flag Aim Eagle, and I'll use Iron Onslaught on your face down. Dang it, that was not a Dark Revelation. And then I'll use Aim Eagle's effect to quote-unquote advance Shokan. And I'll return these guys to the deck, and I get big damage. Holy moly, that's a lot of attack. I think I think that's enough damage.
Stop.
Go attack. Go, Mirror Innervator. Let's go. I can get more consistent results out of this. Now that I've gotten rid of the Cyber Dragon, this deck is a lot more consistent and I think is actually usable now. Okay, that is a very strange hand that I have here, but okay, I can work with it. Everything depends on my next draw. Let's go. Okay, I think I did draw something. First of all, I'll summon Ultimate Flag Beast Avid Wolf. I thought this was called Avian Wolf for the longest time. What the heck is an Avian? And then I summon a guy!
Avian Wolf.
And then I get rid of the guy. Ultimate Flag Mech Gold Rush! And I use its effect to discard that. And then I'll add this one to my hand.
Actually, it's not a dog.
And I'll special summon Ultimate Flag Mech Tough Striker! I kind of wish that it had its attack boosted. Because that kind of seems to be like the theme of a lot of special summon cards. I don't think this deck can run over Blue Eyes. That's okay, because I attack normally like a normal person.
Mech, as in, like, flagship? I guess Ultimate Flag Beast, Ultimate Flag Mech. Okay. Taxis.
I think I attacked in the wrong order. Yeah, I definitely attacked in the wrong order. Oops.
That's okay.
That's okay, I have like 3 very cool robots. One of them is significantly cooler than the other. Oh yeah, Harpies also get Icarus attack too. Dang.
They do.
That is like, Harpies is such a ridiculously good deck. Meanwhile, I get a wolf, I get a vanilla beatstick wolf with like 2 twin laser cannon things that can't beat through a bird that wears no clothing unless if you're playing the English version, of which it was censored because, you know, reasons.
In America.
Reasons.
It gets to join the same category as Bandit Keef's finger guns. Oh no, it's Beck. No, my cool gold guy that I think is like... He has like a gold sword and a gold gun, and I think he has gold foot blades. I do really like the design of Gold Rush, it's just that he's very situational. Oh no! Attack! My one weakness!
Go!
Ow. Interestingly enough, I think this deck is primarily made around like destroying a single monster, which is why Harpy Ladies is really tough for this deck to deal with. Well, aside from the trap, it can deal with the trap like somewhat well. It's just that destroying more than one monster is kind of difficult. First of all, I'll summon the Beast Surge Bicorn and return these guys back to the deck.
Be gone.
So I contribute another copy of Tough Striker, and then now I set literally everything. One face-up monster in the field gains attack. Okay, in that case, I have to attack this one.
Yep, that is correct.
Oh no, it's another one! Ah!
What if I just...
That card is so broken! Ow. Okay, can I get something that's actually usable? No, of course not, because why would I? Okay, I can work with this a bit better. Okay, let's see here. First of all, I'll summon a Tricorn. To shut down this spell trap. It doesn't destroy for some reason. I really wish it did. You know, summon the Cyber Serpent. Then I'll tribute summon this Mirror Innervator. And then I'll normal summon that, and then normal summon this. And I summon another Mirror Innervator! And then I return everything! This one, and then this one, and then this one.
Wow.
And I use this one as well to return this one. And then this one. What does this do? And then this one. And I attack like a normal person. Attack this one. I attack this one.
Man.
Interestingly enough, like Harpy Lady's Pet Master, like most effects that are like that powerful, they usually say, on the turn this monster is normal summoned. Dang it! On the turn this monster is normal summoned, but that doesn't actually say it. So yeah, you could just use it infinitely. Also sad. Dang it, Maximum Monster! They're so consistent! For a deck that doesn't revolve around the summoning of the maximum monsters, that you sure summon the maximum monster a lot. Ow.
Well, I just run 3 of all of them, so...
Ow.
Oh, yay!
Okay, I have some cards, not the cards. I got rid of a card, added a boss monster, did not draw the boss monster. Oh no, Harpy Lady number 3. Oh no. Lots of face downs by one weakness. Okay, first of all, I'll activate Pot of Greed and a half. And I'll get rid of this one and I don't really want to, but I'll get rid of this one.
There you go.
Okay. Next, I'll normal summon the Cyber Serpent. And this one. And, I can't actually do anything. Okay, fine. I'll just... Advance Shokan!
That's doing something.
And I'll just do this because I have no other place.
Do the la la la.
I don't like this one as much as the other ones because it doesn't have a sword, it just punches. The gold one, I think, has like feet blades. I think it has feet and arm blades. Oh no!
There we go. That was a lot of fun.
Okay. I mean... Okay. Battle the motion, let's go!
Yeah, I knew that was coming.
I mean, like, I do think, like, Battle of Motion is a really good card if you're playing... What the heck happened to my hand? Okay, fine, I can work with this. Actually, no, this is fine.
Cards.
This is actually fine, I think, probably, maybe. I don't know. Okay, so first of all, I will normal summon the Cyber Serpent and activate it. Okay,
what a good card.
There goes my Mirror Innovator. And then...
What a bad card.
I'll normal summon the Warrior Worker. And, I'll tribute like
what is
this.
Guy? The Worker Warrior, new recruit. What is this guy?
He's part of it. He's part of another archetype. He's part of this one, like, abusive CEO archetype. That is actually, honestly, kind of funny. And I'll return this one, that one, and that one to the deck. No, I'll return this one to the deck. So I can use it to normal summon Ultimate Flag Mech Ace Breaker. Now I unironically summon Cash Terra Rise Heart from my 3 level 7 materials.
What's happened?
That's a lot of attack. Go!
Why?
Attack! This one! Cannot attack this turn.
I'll do that.
Oh no! I think Harpy Lady 3 is actually really good.
And
Dang it, Harpy Lady 3! I think this deck is, like, I think was pretty good for when it came out. But compared to the new stuff, I don't think the power level is quite there, because, like, it doesn't have that one big final push that the deck kind of needs. It just summons, like, a bunch of level 7s, and that's basically it. Magic Cylinder!
Really?
I think... I don't know. I could end it next turn because... Actually, how many... No, I don't think I'll be able to end it next turn because I don't have enough high levels in my graveyard. Wow! Wow! What the heck happened to my hand? I can do literally nothing.
Alright, end your turn right now.
Except attack.
End your turn.
Go! I just have to hope that you don't have any, like, face downs that I have to worry about. Let's go! What the heck? I drew 4 level 7s and a Jinzo. Okay, this deck, okay, pure flag is actually a lot better. And that there was the deck. Now, for the big question, is this deck gonna beat Dragius? To be perfectly honest, I don't think so. Or at least, it might come close, but I still think Dragius is still gonna be the better deck, even with Steel Lord Mirror Innovator in here. Maybe if they add Battle Demotion into the deck as well, but personally I don't think they will. Now, for the reason, Dragius is ridiculously easy to use. You just send a card from your deck to the graveyard and it can attack twice, while meanwhile this one requires you to send a bunch of monsters from your hand to the graveyard in order to just pop a single card. Now, I know that Steel Mech Lord Mirror Innovator will have a bunch of attack, but other than that, this deck really doesn't have a way of getting to your opponent's life points, especially if they just set everything. If they just set everything, there's not a whole lot you can do about it. Now don't get me wrong, I don't think this deck is going to be that bad. I think it's going to actually be pretty decent, especially with the skill making it a bit more consistent. It's just that I don't think it's going to be the ease of which Dragius can just end games by itself. Hopefully, the next box, whatever that happens, will have something that beats Dragius. Maybe. I don't know. Anyways, if you'd like to see more from me, I stream every Friday and Saturday at 3 PM PST. But if you've been watching for this long, I've been Ken Yaki, you've been beautiful, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye!